Credit card companies collect over 100. Your debt is their profit. It's more than a business model. It's a precise, calculated strategy to keep you ensnared in a cycle of debt you can't see a way out of. They know that 55% of cardholders don't pay their full balance each month, and they rely on it. I remember sitting across from a credit card executive in 2011, just outside of New York City. Off the record, he smirked when I asked if their aim was to help customers manage money. "We're in the business of managing risk, not saving lives," he said. That moment stuck with me. I realized that to them, you're not a customer, you're a calculation. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how credit card companies build these long-term debt cycles. I'll reveal the hidden mechanisms designed to keep you spending, the real-world impact this has on your financial life, and the one actionable truth for breaking free. Think of it like quicksand. The more you struggle to get out, the deeper you sink. But there's a way to stop sinking. There's a technique they don't want you to know. You'll discover the human psychology they exploit to keep you swiping that plastic. You'll understand why paying only the minimum is the worst financial decision you could make. And you'll learn the 3 steps to cut the strings they use to control your financial future. This isn't just another video, it's a roadmap to your financial independence. Let's get into it. Block 1, the illusion of benefits. Credit cards promise rewards, frequent flyer miles, cashback, points for luxury gifts. But there's a hidden cost. It's like sugar-coated poison. You bite in, enjoying the sweetness, unaware of the damage beneath. Here's the bitter truth. 70% of American adults carry credit card debt. Think about that. 7 out of 10 people are sinking under the weight of what they thought were benefits. The average interest rate on these cards is over 16%. That's not a small number. It's a financial hole that deepens with every swipe and every statement. Those rewards you chase? Virtually meaningless when you're paying high interest on unpaid balances. What looks like rewards is actually bait. It's like fishing, but this time, you're the catch. Once, I sat across from a central banker. Off the record, I asked if savings accounts beat inflation. Not a chuckle, but a full laugh. Like I had asked if the sky was green. I realized then, the system isn't built for your gain. Your rewards are their bait, not your gain. How much have you really gained from your credit card perks? Compare that to what you've lost in interest. It's a losing game, disguised as a winning hand. But there's a way out. End the cycle before it ends you. Stop thinking of credit cards as tools for rewards. Recognize them for what they are, instruments of debt. Don't let the illusion of benefits trick you into a lifetime of payments. You deserve better. Remember this, credit cards don't reward you, they trap you. Block 2, the interest trap. Interest on credit card debt compounds. You think you're managing it, but unpaid balances turn deadly. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. Each month, it grows larger, gathering more snow, more debt. Half of cardholders pay only the minimum. Imagine standing still while a storm of debt builds around you. You pay, yet you make no progress. You're paying just to stand still. The system's designed to keep you there, in that frozen state, forever. I've watched colleagues vanish from newsrooms for daring to reveal the truth about consumer debt. They wanted to show you how compound interest eats away at your finances, but the truth threatens a profitable status quo. So they were silenced. Minimum payment. You think you're following the rules, doing what's required, but making only the minimum payment means feeding your debt each month, allowing it to thrive while you struggle. The interest grows, and suddenly, the snowball you've been rolling is an avalanche, burying you deeper. Break free by paying more than the minimum. Target the principal, not just the interest. You control your financial life, not your credit card company. Take charge, reduce your balance faster, save yourself from their trap. Never forget this, the minimum is their gain, not yours. Block 3, the psychological manipulation. Credit limits increase as you spend more. You notice that, right? It's not by accident. The more you swipe, the higher they set that limit. It's like dangling a carrot, always just out of reach, urging you to chase it. Spending feels less painful with plastic than with cash. When you hand over cash, it's tangible, real. You feel the loss. But with plastic, it feels different. The transaction is a number, not a physical act. It separates you from the weight of your spending. Credit cards are like a casino without windows or clocks. You lose track of time and money. The convenience masks the control, seducing you into spending more. Here's the brutal fact. Credit card debt, when paid with just the minimum payments, can take over 20 years to pay off. You read that right. 2 decades, and that's if you don't add another dime to it. I once wrote about this manipulation, how it looks innocent but sets traps. The editors buried it. Too risky, they said, because it threatened advertisers who profit from your debt. More like controlled chaos. You're led to believe you're in control, but the opposite holds true. Each swipe tightens the grip. You don't see the plan, the strategy, but it's there, lurking behind every transaction. Credit card companies understand human psychology better than you might think. They know what makes people tick, and they exploit it. You're less likely to question it, and more likely to fall into the trap, a trap meticulously crafted over years of study and observation. But now you know. The cards stack the deck against you, but they won't tell you that. They profit from the confusion, from the chaos they create, leaving you in the dark, thinking you're in control. The revelations are only beginning. Block 4, the long-term debt cycle. A debt-ridden life affects your credit score. It tightens the chains, one link at a time. Lower credit scores mean higher interest rates, a vicious circle that keeps you spinning. It becomes harder to escape the debt when every move you make drags you deeper. And who do they target first? Young adults, fresh out into the world. They lure them in, offering shiny cards with irresistible benefits. These aren't just cards, they're traps, designed to start the debt cycle early. Because once it begins, it's incredibly hard to break free. 131 million Americans carry credit card debt. Think about that number for a second. It's staggering, and it's all part of the plan, the cycle designed to keep you tethered, making you a part of their long-term strategy. It's like entering a revolving door that never stops spinning. You push through, thinking you'll step out at any moment, but it keeps circling. Your lifetime value to them isn't measured by your freedom, but by your debt. It's a brutal truth that keeps the gears of the financial machine grinding. I built my financial independence by rejecting these traps. I turned away from the cards and focused on real value investments. But it was worth it. The system thrives on the unaware, the unprepared. Don't let it be you. Debt isn't a tool, it's a trapdoor. And once you fall through, climbing back out takes more than willpower. It takes knowledge, strategy, and the courage to step away from the familiar path. To those who benefit from your debt, you're just a number. But to yourself, you can be much more. You've seen the problem. Now start seeing the solution. Step outside the spinning door. Break the cycle. Begin your journey to real financial freedom. The way out starts with understanding where you truly stand. Credit card debt feels like a never-ending cycle, but it's not impossible to break free. Here's how you can escape this trap. First, pay more than the minimum. If you have $3,000 in debt at 20% interest, paying only the minimum stretches your debt for years. The bank profits from your slow payments. To escape this, pay as much extra as you can each month. Even an extra $50 speeds up the process, taking months, even years, off your debt term. I did this myself when I left journalism. I paid off my debt aggressively, and I saw the chains start to snap. Second, focus on building emergency savings. Credit cards thrive on your desperation. 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency expense without using credit. If you have any extra money, put it in a savings account. Start small, $10, $20 each paycheck. Over time, this becomes your safety net, your ticket out of the debt cycle. When life throws you a curveball, you'll have a cushion instead of a credit card bill. Third, use credit cards wisely, not impulsively. 62% of Americans carry a credit card balance. Impulse buys contribute heavily to that number. Here's your strategy. Use your card like it's cash. If you can't pay it off immediately, don't buy it. It sounds simple, and it is, but it's powerful. I once interviewed a central banker who laughed when asked about the power of cash over credit. You control your spending with cash or a debit card. Debt freedom isn't a dream, it's a strategy. It took me 6 years to achieve financial independence after leaving journalism. I know you can do it too. Your financial prison has a key. Now you have it. Never forget these steps. Pay more than the minimum, build those savings, and control your card use. Today, start with one step. What you do right now changes everything. Credit card companies collect over $120 billion annually from your interest and fees. Your debt is their profit. But now, you see the game they play. You understand the trap they set, lure you in, keep you paying forever. Here's what you do. Pay more than the minimum, every single time. It's not just smart, it's survival. Next, build an emergency savings fund. It's your shield, your buffer from their grasp. And use credit wisely as a tool, not a crutch. Because now, you know their hidden rules. Imagine this, your money working for you, not against you. That's real financial freedom. If this changed how you see money, you know what to do. This isn't just a video, it's a turning point. A moment when everything shifted. And remember, every dollar you keep out of their hands is a dollar you control. a dollar closer to your dreams. Think about this for a week. Who benefits from your every financial decision? Is it you or is it them? Your future is on the line.